I'd feel better if you just handle the finances. That was me who said that. After 18 years in a relationship where my husband repeatedly shamed me or yelled at me for spending money. There were always surprise expenses, and he constantly said that we were short on money. Since he were the one who handled the grocery shopping and bought the kids' clothes, I never had a full picture. Our finances were chaotic, and it always ended with a fight where he blamed me for being irresponsible. Over the years, I became more and more frugal with my own expenses. I thought the problem was purely economical. Then one day I came home excited, bubbling with joy I'd gotten a pay raise. And he became annoyed. He dismissed me. It was never about the money. It was about control. It was about making sure that I couldn't trust my own judgment. I had been gaslit. Gaslighting isn't about confusion. It's psychological warfare. But there is a way to fight back. I'm Emma, a medical doctor, a survivor of domestic violence and narcissistic abuse. I help women heal after abuse. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I come out with new content. Today we're going to take a deep dive into this master manipulation tool that confuses your inner compass and your intuition. What is gaslighting? Gaslighting is a psychological manipulation tool aimed at breaking down the target's sense of self. The term gaslighting comes from an old movie who describes the phenomenon perfectly. Young Paula marries Gregory after a very short and stormy romance. But after they move in together, she begins to experience that her things are going missing. She loses a very valuable brooch when they're on a trip, even though she had it safely stored in her handbag. Her husband hires a maid to help them around the house, and he tells the maid not to bother his high-strung wife. Paula senses that the maid doesn't like her, and she becomes suspicious that there is something going on between the maid and her husband. But when she questions her husband about something, he reacts with rage. And then there are the gaslights. They seem to dim for no apparent reason, and no one else seems to notice it. Paula begins to doubt her senses. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic in which the abuser makes you doubt your memory, your perception, or your sanity. It's not just lying, it's the intentional distortion of your inner compass. Gaslighting is about gaining power and control over you. You're manipulated to doubt yourself. You feel less and less confident in your own decisions, your perceptions, and your thoughts. And you become more dependent on him to tell you how things are, what you should do, and even who you are. He's smart, you're dumb. He's capable, you're incapable. He's a good judge of character, you're naive. He makes good decisions, you can't see clearly. The long-term effects of gaslighting is a power shift from your perception to his. It creates dependency as you rely more and more on him to make decisions. It confuses your gut feeling and your internal boundaries. Eventually, even decisions like which day you should work or how you should invest your inheritance seem better left up to him. When you can't trust your own thoughts, you trust his instead. Gaslighting tactics are often infused throughout the entire relationship. In the honeymoon phase, he gives you kind advice. In the tense phase, he criticizes you. In the abusive phase, he yells at you, he calls you retarded, and he says that you never get it right. Here are some common gaslighting phrases. Comment below if you recognize any. You're crazy. You're so sensitive. You're so emotional. You're remembering it wrong. That never happened. If you just take my advice, then everything will be fine. You worry too much. Just do as I say so you don't end up like last time. Everyone else agrees with me. Gaslighting is just like when an enemy country takes over another country. First, they go for the offices of power. They take control of the economy. They take control of the infrastructure, like when you can use the car. They slowly replace your laws and moral codes with their own. But in this case, it's a psychological occupation. Gaslighting breaks you mentally. When you don't have a map to navigate by, you never know when you're going to step on a landmine, when you're going to do the wrong thing, when you're going to trigger the silent treatment. Your anxiety levels skyrocket. You may have trouble sleeping, heart palpitations, gain weight, feel drained. Depression is also common. Sometimes you'll come across a confusing fact that makes you doubt just for a second if your partner is faithful or if he really has your best interest at heart. You can't make this evidence fit with the reality as you know it. Eventually, you just dismiss it. Just another confusing thing that I can't seem to make sense of. You have become sucked into a fictive reality where he makes the rules. So what weapons are left at your disposal? Journaling. It's very powerful. I can't say this enough. Hadn't it been for my journals, I don't think I would have ever woken up and got myself out of my abusive relationship. Journaling makes you step outside of yourself and see things from the outside. It also helps you track the pattern. I made a video about the power of journaling and you'll find it here. Also, getting an outsider's perspective. Getting another person to view your reality. If you're able to take the brave step to open up, reach out for help if you think that you are being gaslit. In order to reverse the gaslighting, you need to get away from the abuser who is constantly pushing this version of reality on you. And since you have already accepted it once, it's very hard for you to resist that manipulation. Go no contact if you can, or low contact with boundaries if you have kids. Get a healthy and outside perspective, using a trusted friend or a therapist. Continue to journal. As you take control of your own life and begin to make your own decisions, interacting with healthy people who don't distort your reality, your sense of self will come back. You will slowly begin to trust your own decisions and get in contact with your intuition once again. Have you successfully reversed gaslighting? How did you do it? Comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Subscribe to my channel if you want more of my content. I am Emma, holding up a light over the bridge. Remember, there is always a way out. There is always a way forward. Please be safe, take care, and have a great day.